Welcome, friends, to Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter. We bring you the greatest female voices in the music industry, from the artists, songwriters, and producers, to managers and executives, and all the women who make the music industry what it is today. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, friends, to another episode. I'm Donna, and today I am here with two of the ladies of the Canadian group, The Heels. Welcome. It's so good to have you back.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Well, I just want to say congratulations also on your Group of the Year, 8th Annual Josie Awards this past year. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome.
That was really cool.
Definitely, for sure. So for the viewers who obviously on our platform who haven't met you, tell us a little bit, either one of you, whoever wants to go first, tell us a little bit about the Heels and how y'all started.
Okay, I'll start, unless you want to, Bobby.
You go ahead.
Okay. So we are the Heels from Canada, as you said, and we started we met in my cafe, which is in North Vancouver. Brittany is, I hired her as our barista, and then Bobby was, of course, clicking her heels, one of our top customers coming in, and she would come in and say, hello, in a singing operatic voice. So I was like, I loved her energy, and we formed this band to heal ourselves through music, and also just being together with each other was a healing process in itself. Just after hours, we would sit and write and sing and harmonize, and then that led to shows. And then people were like, wow, you guys are really good. So I was like, well, maybe we should do more of this and more. And so it just grew into this magical band called The Heels, which is what our name is.
So glad. Because you have amazing music, and for anyone who hasn't heard you, amazing harmonies as well. So
thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so there's usually one more of us. That's Brittany, who Kyla was speaking about, and she's just under the weather today. But we love the harmonies, and it really feels good inside, and it's healing, and that's where our name stems from. And it's a really fun experience singing together.
So let's talk about one of your recent releases. I know this is going back to beginning of the year, closer. Work of Heart. Mm-hmm. Let's start with that one, because I know your other release just came out. So let's start with your first one of the year, February 2nd, right?
Yes. Right. Yeah. Work of Heart came out, and it's the first track off the album, and it's the title track of the album. And on our last album, I Am, the closing track, also titled I Am, was like a musical meditation where we layered in healing frequencies with music that's got a mainstream sound. And we had affirmations. The tempo of that song was set to a resting human heartbeat. And it was something that was really unique, and it was very well received. And that is what we've put into this whole next album. So this next album, every track has healing frequencies in it. So including Work of Heart. And Work of Heart, we wrote with a friend of ours, Megan Barker. And it was just sort of a title that she had that we loved the play on words, Work of Art, Work of Heart. And before the conversation of the song title, we were just sort of reconnecting and talking about how the pandemic and everything had sort of been affecting everyone. And when we started talking about the title Work of Heart, it just felt like it really fit really well to sort of speak on just the way that you can move through life and all the contrasts that you experience of, the good, the bad, the fear, the joy. And that's exactly what Work of Heart is. And then the frequency that's within it is all about relieving stress and anxiety, and just helping you kind of move through those emotions.
It's definitely exciting to have the beats and stuff like that, like you said, in each of the songs. And I'm looking forward to listening to the rest of them as well.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us about the most recent release.
You can go, Bobby. No, you go. I'm having some weird connecting issues right now, so
okay.
Go ahead. I just want to.
So the latest the latest release is called Trust. And it's just, I would say Trust is one of our more sort of pulling at the heartstrings. It's honest. It's a little bit more upbeat than Work of Heart. And it's all about that perspective that you gain after you have a falling out of a relationship. So it's about broken trust, basically, and how that looks after trying to rebuild through things, trying to kind of keep going within those relationships after there's been some damage done to you. So that's what Trust is all about. We hope that it comes off as empowering, because that's really what the theme of it is. So even though it's heartbreak, it's all about, you know, kind of standing your ground and knowing that you're worth more.
That's something that we've done in a lot of our music in the past as well. With our past albums, you'll hear that on a lot of songs. Very inspiring, uplifting, and holding on to your own.
Yeah,
that's definitely what I take away from your music too. I mean, that's
awesome.
It's so uplifting. I mean, just if you're ever in a bad mood, or you ever feel down, or just plug in your CD. And well, I can't say I plug in CD. I should say I stream it, because in this day and age, I'm usually streaming.
Yeah.
Sorry, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that's definitely our main focus, our goal with our music.
That's our mission.
I love it. That's why we love you here. We love all that you do, and everything that you encompass as people. It's just beautiful people and making great music. So,
thank you so much.
So tell me the rest of the album now. I know you mentioned beforehand that it was going to come out in different times. So you want to tell our audience a little bit about when they can expect it? That way they can go follow you, because the links will be in our description below.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, we don't really have set dates yet, because we also like to surprise people, but you can anticipate something exciting from us every 8 weeks or so until the next year, leading into 2024. We have a lot of music coming and a lot of exciting things happening this year and next year.
That's why you need to follow you. Your socials, the website, you got to follow everything. That's how you'll catch it.
We're very busy. We are busy. We love what we do, and we are on a mission to get the Heels played in every home around the world.
Let's do it. We can do it.
Yeah.
A great goal. So what else is happening? Are we doing some cool touring stuff happening this summer that we can talk about yet, or anything like that? Any upcoming gigs you want to talk about?
We're headed down south. I don't know if we will have announced everything by the time that this comes out, but we will be spending a lot more time in the US. We have some upcoming shows in Canada, but we do also have lots of time in Tennessee, and then lots of time in Texas. So that for us it's exciting, because it's new people, it's new fans, it's new stages. And obviously we love to reconnect and write with a lot of our favorite writers when we're there, and make new music for, you know, future projects. But in the meantime, we're playing every stage that we can and just meeting everybody. So we love doing that.
I'm sure you're crazy busy, because that's just that stage of music. It's usually, hey, nice to see you. Okay, I'll see you next time. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we try to do as much as we can. We're all about saying yes. So we try to do as many gigs and as many, meetings as we usually, when we say we're going down to whatever destination we're headed, we try to plan some time to just be tourists, but it usually gets all filled up.
I think we've been to Nashville a few times. I don't even know if we've been tourists for a day there yet. I'm like, I want to see a waterfall. Go for a hike.
Well, I will be there in September. So if you're in September, I'll just kidnap you ladies and be like, I'm sorry, they have something prearranged, and we'll just go for a hike. It's cool.
We could do a full interview outside. That would be so fun.
That would be.
Go find a waterfall to sit by.
Absolutely.
I love it.
It's a great plan. We'll get it in stone and get it ready to go.
All right.
Yeah.
So would you like to do our now 13 crazy questions?
Oh, yes. Dude, we were waiting for this.
Prepping ourselves. I got to get my
highlight of your day
going.
That's funny.
Okay. Well, I tried to get different questions. There might be one or two that are the same,
Okay.
but it's okay. So tell me, do you have any guilty pleasure on your current playlist?
Oh.
Well, have you heard of Wheeler Walker? I recommend listening. That's a guilty pleasure.
Sings dirty songs. That would be, I would say, guilty. I was going to say we embrace everything that we listen to, but yeah, sometimes we like to shock people by putting him on and not saying anything.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yes, if you
that's my guilty pleasure.
Make sure that you make sure that you, what would I say? Just to figure out who he is before you just put him on for your family, for example.
Yes.
Parental guidance required.
Yes, it's definitely got some explicit language and themes.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Oh.
Yeah.
Anything, Bobby? Anything?
Oh, well, I mean, that's what I was, when Kyla said that we did, I was like, we do? We just love everything that we listen to. But yes, that would be a guilty pleasure. It's fun. The thing with his music, it's Wheeler Walker Jr., and his music is very vulgar, but it's these tempos and these feels that feel like just good country music. So you're just tapping your foot along and then you're like, what did he just say?
Yes. It's like classic country vulgar.
Yeah.
It's great.
I will have to send you a recommendation of an older gentleman that did something similar. That's yeah.
Perfect.
I will definitely send it to you via email.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, so tell me, or actually finish the sentence. Today, my favorite song is.
Oh, today my favorite song is My Jesus off Ann Wilson's album. I just discovered Ann Wilson, and it's a very powerful song, and I drive around just like blasting it. Or Morgan Wallen has a new album, so that was a really hard one for me because I also really love a lot of his songs on his new album. Everything I Love is fun. Yeah, so it would probably be between one of those two. Okay, go cut.
Those are good ones. I was going to say Morgan Wallen is what you really got me into him, but also anything by Brett Eldridge. Of course, I listen to him the most. And yeah, I would say those two fellas.
Beautiful options. Beautiful options.
Yeah.
So, when you enter a room, what song do you think should be played every time you enter the room?
I Will Always Love You. You know, the big crescendo.
As soon as a powerful moment to walk into a room.
every
hair. The fan blowing.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
I really love, and like one of my pump up songs is from, oh my gosh, I'm having a blank of her name. Kaylee Hammock. Is it is that? I think it's Kaylee Hammock. But she's a country artist. She sounds a lot like Reba, red hair, and she has the song New Level of Life. And I just love to drive around be on a new level of life every day. So that's another good song. Yeah, all those ones that just make you feel like you're on top of the world. And it's like supermodels by my side. And those are Britt and Kyla, my supermodels. So yeah, on my new level of life.
So when y'all are in Tennessee and Nashville, if I'm there too, would you go to karaoke with me?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. I suck at it.
We did.
I'm horrible at it. You can ask my sister. She was like, "You're supposed to be a singer. That sucks." But yeah, definitely.
We sang a song that we already knew, which I don't know if that's allowed, but people usually sing songs that they know. But
I knew these songs.
We didn't really have to follow along.
Yeah, definitely. The answer is yes. Let's do it.
Yes, we will. Let's do it.
I don't think we should film it though. No filming
Yeah.
of bad karaoke. We'll just have fun, have a few drinks, maybe one too many.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, so if you ever wrote a book, what genre book would you write?
Ooh.
Oh, mine would probably be something about like cooking and gardening and like recipes and growing things and yeah.
I thought you were going to say a children's book because you'd be really good at that too.
Oh, well, that's easy. You just cat. Draw a picture of a cat. Next
Cats and
page.
dogs.
Duck.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh,
I
she's
would
going
do
for the 4-year-old age.
Yeah. I would do those rom-coms, the sexual ones that get really detailed.
Oh, the erotic novels. Oh,
Mm.
I've
we
never
know
read
after
one.
your Peeler Walker comment. You've never read one?
No.
Goodness. I used to work at a drugstore and we sold them there. I would just skim through until I saw dirty words and then read that part. And then put it back.
No, I've always been tempted, but I don't know what happens.
Now I
after
know
my
what to get you. Now I know
There you
what
go.
to get you for Christmas.
Perfect.
So we know what you're getting for Christmas. I'm excited for you. Let me know how the book
Yeah,
is.
I'll let you know how that goes.
Okay.
There's actually, when you Google Bobby Smith, there's a famous romance writer named Bobby Smith. So
I
maybe
feel
I'll
like
get you
that-
a Bobby Smith romance
Mm.
novel.
Are
It's
you
not
doing
me.
something on the
There's some-
side, Bobby? Is that your side job?
I was going to say.
Wow. I didn't know that.
She didn't tell us about that side job.
I
No.
know. Huh.
Oh. Tell us something on your bucket list.
Well,
List.
mine would be to swim in the ocean in the winter because I just saw a woman doing it and it looked really fun. Just like an
Oh.
hour ago. And I was
You
like,
could do that.
what?
You could go do that now for us. We'll watch.
Right now on the
Yeah, go ahead. We'll just watch.
I get
You just set the phone.
arrested. See, look where I am right now. And she just went in here. Like, what? I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, it's a
little blurry, but we can see that
Maybe
there's
at
some
the
water.
top of the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there's some water.
I have it on blurry. My background's on blurry. That didn't work out so well.
Oh,
But
right.
anyways,
It's a thought that mattered. The thought that counted.
Cool one. Yeah.
that's
My
what I would
bucket
do.
list. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we've got to do a lot of cool things that I've wanted to do in the last little while. But what would be have a baby? That's definitely on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Become a mother.
That's awesome. I love both of those. Although the swimming thing, I think you should just go do it. We'll just hang out and talk amongst ourselves while you're swimming.
I'll be right back. You really inspired me. Anyway.
And then we get a call. Yes, can you please come pick her up at the local? Okay, yeah, sure.
I know. That would happen to me too.
So, well, it's okay. We'll pick you up. Well, although I don't know if I can get there before anyone else. I'm kind of all the way in Florida, so it's a little. It'll take me like till tomorrow at least to get there. So,
Oh yeah, we need to come and visit you. We want to go to Florida. That's on the bucket list. Speaking of bucket list.
Let's get you down to Florida here.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Definitely during
Very
the winter time because it's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we love
And
to.
I
We've
don't
heard
mind
about
going in the
Rosemary
water.
Beach. Yes. Our friend told us to go to Rosemary Beach, and then our other friend who we write lots of songs with, she just moved to Destin, Florida. So we do
Beautiful.
want to get down there.
Destin's a little north, not too far. A couple hours, but yeah. Beautiful area. The West Coast is absolutely beautiful. That's one thing. I mean, the East Coast is beautiful too, but I think it's a little less commercially over here yet. So far, keep your fingers crossed. It's lots of getting built up since pandemic and everything. So I'm hoping it doesn't get too commercially, but you know, still beautiful.
Nice. Yeah. Well, we definitely want to come visit there.
Yes.
I look forward to it. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
And I'll try to make sure that we have a couple local sheriffs on speed dial just in case.
Just in case we go.
So what's the last thing you read?
The last thing we went?
You read a book,
we
magazine.
Well, I did just read the magazine from the health food store called Alive. That was good. It was about the new supplements. New supplements. And
Are there any
products.
supplements we should be
I love that.
taking that we're probably not?
Oh, I mean, I take so many supplements all the time. I just started this Shilajit supplement, which I had in the cupboard. I have so many supplements that I forget what I have. And then I see somebody taking something or I read about it. And then I think, oh, I'm going to go get that. And then I'm like, wait, I already own that. And so I started taking it because my friend said that it really opened up her third eye and increased her psychic abilities. And I was like, oh my goodness. I started taking that, but I can't put my finger yet on what it tastes like. It tastes very bad. It has a weird smell, and it's almost like a petting zoo or like an old thrift store or like a dirty pair of shoes or something. Like it's really bad. So you just make a little small shot and then you just shoot it back. But
That's why it's Sheila Sheep. I call it something else because it tastes so bad. The last thing I read, Bobby's frozen, so I'm going to answer that question. The last thing I read was Of Mice and Men a long, long time ago. Last week I just thought, I feel like I need to start reading again. So it's interesting that you're asking that question because I haven't read a book in quite some time. I never take the time, Yeah. I feel like everybody could take more time, or not everybody, I could. I'm not going to speak for everybody. I could take more time to do that. So it's on the list.
Well, I agree with you because there are sometimes I'm the same way, and I think she just dropped. She'll be back. Okay, we'll miss her for a minute.
Yeah, maybe she had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Potty break, everyone. Sorry.
It's funny.
Oh, all right. So we won't go too far in advance, but till she comes back, I'll ask you if you have any game plans for zombie apocalypse.
Yes, head to Bobby's house, and that's about it. She is going to be very prepared for anything in about 6 months. Her partner Charles is he's very he could live on his own, deal with anything that's coming at him. So she feels safe with him. I would feel safe with him, so I'm going to head there.
Beautiful. And I'm just going to head north because another Canadian told me that they were like, we're going to the mountains. Zombies don't go in snow. And I'm like, really? Like that was news to me. I was like,
that's where Bobby is. She's in the mountains, so you can come join us. And then there's going to be lots of music. Bobby's an incredible cook. So we're set.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'll just have to run around to stay in shape then, right?
It's going to be, that's where I would go for sure. Yeah.
Right. I'm joining you ladies. That's all there is to it.
I'm not sure. She's probably trying to find a connection because she's in the mountains. So sometimes her Wi-Fi drops and then she has to drive around in her truck and find Wi-Fi. So that's probably what she's doing right now. She's very country. Country as
I
it
love
gets.
it. I love it. Someone told me that Starlink was really good. I'm like, it's a little expensive, very expensive. And I'm like, yeah, that's a possibility if I lived out in that area. Hi, welcome back. We missed you.
Did you find Wi-Fi? I was telling everybody that you're probably driving around in your truck trying to find Wi-Fi.
Oh. No, it was the temperature thing again. I guess I can't leave my phone. I like to rest it in the crack of the groove of the windshield on the dash. But look how much snow I have. So you would think
the phone just gets too hot looking at you.
You would think that I'm just checking my Wi-Fi. It's sorry, I'm just getting on better Wi-Fi.
That's okay. We're just talking about you.
There we go. Okay.
It's all good.
Sorry about that. All of a sudden the temperature gauge thing came on and it just goes black and you can't do anything except emergency dial people. So
that's okay.
At least they have an emergency option.
Did I miss?
Well, we were talking about you actually the whole time.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the question was, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Yeah.
What is your game plan for zombie apocalypse?
Oh, well.
I said I would run.
Look around.
See? I said I would run to Bobby's house.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So, we right up here where we're staying. We just bought across the lake, but before we build, we're staying here on my husband's uncle's farm, and they have like 25 acres. And then Nana and Grandpa they have like 30 acres here, and then there's 25 acres of Nana and Grandpa have up the road. So it's basically like this whole road that they have. And then there's like a huge garden here and greenhouse. And so, yeah, we're set. We've got seeds all stored away and food all stored away. So just because I like to do that, not because I think that there's like anything bad coming, but I just love storing things and growing things. And so.
Okay, so it's set. I'm coming to your house too. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And zombies don't like snow, she said, so it's perfect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So.
That's what someone else said. I'm like, they're like, have you ever seen a zombie movie with snow? And I had to actually think, I'm like, not that I really watch zombie movies, but I'm like,
that's true.
I can't. Like, I literally can't.
Yeah. Well, then they wouldn't like it here because, there's so much snow. So it's still up to almost my knee, and it's March. I was thinking it'd be melted by now. That's sort of what we need to have happen so that we can start building the house. But anyway, it will come. It will melt.
Well, at least you're not in California right now. They're totally snowed in almost everywhere there. Well, not everywhere, but once you hit the mountains, it's like snow. There's nothing else there right now. Snow.
And
I've heard.
Probably for them, they don't really know how to deal with it either because
Right.
Yeah. I remember being in California actually, and it was super cold one day and everybody had frost on their window, and someone brought out boiling water and they were just going to dump it all over their windshield to get the ice to go away. And I was like, no, so,
that's apparent that person has never lived in cold temperatures.
No.
Maybe that's a book we can write. We can write that book.
How to be Canadian.
Yes.
How to live like a Canadian.
Oh. Okay, so this one I think I've asked before, but if I came to you and said, "Hey, I need to hide a dead body," where's a good hiding place?
Well, I just said I got almost 50 acres.
I would let Bobby deal with it.
First, I would be really grossed out and I'd have a lot of questions. But yeah, there is 50 acres here, and I do have a lot of shovels because, like I said, I garden. So,
well, we would pull a Yellowstone. Bobby hasn't watched that yet, but that's what happens there.
Oh,
I live near the ocean, so you can just throw it in there.
I'm staring at the ocean. I was thinking that, but then I don't want to say that because it's the obvious point.
It might wash up though, too. You know,
there is waves.
If it doesn't,
we'd have to tie some rocks.
Maybe go out a couple miles into the ocean and drop the body that way. Yeah,
where there's like some sharks. We don't watch enough of those scary shows because we're
chickens. I don't even like to talk about it. It's already scaring me.
Okay, we'll just go to the train station.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. What was on the plane? I watched some of that show that was pretty violent. Not Yellowstone, 1883, but anything would kill. Yeah, I have to fast forward. I just wanted to see Tim and Faith because I love Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, and I thought, oh my goodness, they're in a show. Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of killing. So.
I like to look at the cowboys.
That's why we play rodeos.
That's great. We play rodeo so you can look at the cowboy. I love that. That is one of the coolest things I've heard today. I will tell you that. Lots of cool stuff with that. So we're gonna hook you up with some guy in the rodeo, huh? Is that what we're doing?
Well,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, we played a bull riding competition last November.
That was really fun.
Yeah, and then we play rodeos, stampedes. Luckily, they like country music, so it just works.
So if we made a movie about your life, who would you want to play you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really know enough actors and actresses, but I mean, would I be allowed to play myself? I mean, maybe I would be old, so then I would need someone over the years.
They'd have makeup for that. I just don't know if you could play the younger version of you. If we did like from 5 years old, you know, we'd have to find.
True.
Yeah, maybe
that's true.
Cute little kid to play you.
No, I don't really know enough names of actors and actresses, to be honest. Like
Yeah, we don't watch much TV or anything.
We're the worst, especially when people ask us what movies we like, TV shows. If I'm on a plane, I'm like, all right, I guess I'll watch something.
I feel like our life is like so entertaining that it's too busy. It's too busy to watch anything other than
That's why we need to make a movie.
Yellowstone, but and we do watch those weird dating shows sometimes too when we're together.
Sometimes we like to watch those trashy shows. But yeah, for actresses, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's a head scratcher.
I think that's going to be a pass.
Okay, we'll pass that one. I won't ask anything about movies or TV or
dead bodies.
Dead bodies. No, Bobby's good with that. I just have to answer a heck of a lot more questions after I'm done. So, or while I'm going or whatever. So at least I know I'm prepared. So we're definitely going to have to watch that. You don't get arrested first because I have a feeling you'll talk. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I come from all my family's cops, so I'd definitely be the talker.
Yes. Kyla would be like, we are not going to get away with this. My sister is on her way here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Tell me, in your opinion, what is the worst pizza topping?
Oh, maybe like when people put those whole sardines. I've never eaten that, but I know that is a thing. Those little fish,
even
and they still have eyeballs.
Even the word sardine is just wrong. Sardines.
My dog likes to eat sardines, and we get her these dried sardines, but they still have eyeballs and everything. And the thought that people would put that on a pizza, they smell so strong. Even if you take one out with your hand stinks. You wash it a million times, and I can still smell the stink on my hand. So I could never imagine eating that on pizza.
I'm going to have to say mussels.
Mussels? Do they put that on pizza?
Weird. I don't know. I was just thinking that'd be weird.
That would
be weird.
You'd have to pick out the cheese that's melted on the outside and scrape out the mussel inside the shell.
True. That's true.
That's there's my.
Okay, so anything else we're good with? Meat lovers, whatever, veggie lovers, whatever.
We pick a lot of stuff off. We're vegetarians, so we
just go vegetarian then?
Regularly with boys in our band, so we're used to picking through stuff and picking stuff off. Yeah,
giving it to the dogs. Sardines get to the dogs.
Yeah, give the sardines to dogs. Mm-hmm. And any cats, you give the sardines to cats. I love them too.
That's true.
Tell me something you would never do. Jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Yeah, no.
I never do.
I don't think I would jump out of a plane. I have no desire to go skydiving. I also have no desire to do any of that shark swimming that people do, where you go in a little cage and they sink you down in the water and the shark comes. No,
I would never.
I don't want to do that either. No. I mean, I would do a lot of stuff, but and those are things that people pay a lot of money to do, but I have no desire to do those things.
I have to agree with you on all of those. I also would never do any of those.
No. Or even the ones where they swim with those the stingrays, that killed Steve Irwin. Oh. No, apparently they're very gentle, but nope. I don't want to do that. People do that. No. They go at nighttime and then you have flashlights and they get all attracted to you and you can swim with them. No, thanks. I like swimming in the lake. We live near a lake, but the ocean kind of freaks me out. You just don't even know what's in there. There's octopus things and squid and ew.
A lot of nasty.
That. Yeah. And then the seaweed in there can touch you and that grosses me out. So.
I agree. I only go in a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah. And then I try not to
swimming in the
bottom.
Ocean. Yeah.
Yeah. I went snorkeling in Hawaii. That was beautiful. But I feel like because you can have the mask on and see what is in there, that made me feel a bit better. But when you're just swimming on the top and kicking your legs and have no idea what's down there, that freaks me out a bit.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think she already,
I feel like
Bobby definitely covered it all.
Yeah, I was feeling
there's a lot
PTSD,
Jaws
movie,
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was going to say all that, but then I'm like, no, how long do we have here? There's a lot of things I wouldn't do. There's a book. There's the other book that we're going to write. All the things I wouldn't do.
Well, it's a topic right now. It's a viral trend, to talk about.
Oh, that's true.
Things I would never do, or, so you could start.
You know what? Let's go. You know what? We're going to go live. We're going to go live on TikTok. And we're going to talk about all the things we never. You just gave us the best idea here.
You're welcome. I hadn't even no clue that was trending right now.
It's trending.
People want to know what not to do. Apparently, people don't care. Yeah. People don't care what you should do. They just want to know what don't do.
What not to do. Yeah. What not to wear. Have you seen that?
I love that show.
What not
That's
to wear.
Good show. It's a good show.
See, we do watch stuff.
I do.
I'd be on that what not to wear. I'm telling you, I would be.
Oh well, I'd be that person. Yeah, the person that keeps all their clothes, and they're like, "Where'd you get this?" And they're like, "Oh, I had that back in high school." That would be me. I have way too many things.
Bobby, you bring out stuff that you wore when you were 12, and it's still.
I know. I'm like, oh, you like this? This was Bobby Smith, 12 years old, denim jacket.
But they still look gorgeous.
Anyways, well, I just want to commend you because I can't even fit into anything when I was 12.
Well, it's like a cropped jacket now.
So, tell me, do you have any words of wisdom that you live by?
Oh,
I feel like there's so many.
There is, yes. I mean, never take anything personally.
Yeah.
Be impeccable with your word. All those 4 agreements, that book was a life-changing book. Yeah. So impeccable with your word and what you say to others, but also how you speak to yourself. Whenever we're in stressful situations, we call upon Louise Hay and we just say, all is well and I'm safe. All is well and I'm safe. And we just say it over and over again.
Yeah. When we're flying, that's what you'll find me doing. Praying.
Yeah.
I think life is short and enjoy every day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wake up with gratitude. Joy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy. I mean, how can you not wake up with gratitude? I mean, seriously, well, I can't say that. I met someone grumpy today. I was trying to be extra nice, but that's it. That's all I do is try to be extra nice.
Sometimes the grumps. Yeah, sometimes the grumps, they get even grumpier when you try to be nice to them.
I feel like all the time that's what happens.
Will you have a beautiful day? And they're like, yeah, whatever.
No.
Don't try to wreck my day.
Yeah. Oh, it has been lovely having you on, and we will do this again. Let's not wait for a year or plus to do this again. We'll have to do it sooner. Yeah. Even if we make it a regular thing and just do crazy conversations, even
totally.
Music and the little crazy.
We like to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we all live closer, meaning, or if you get to Florida, we'll just have to have a night where we're just hanging out, chilling and talking because,
let's do that for sure. Yeah. We just need to find some shows, find some stages, and we'll be there.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
Well, thank you both. And make sure everyone go check out the socials, follow the socials. New music is coming out. New tours are coming out. They're going to be in the U.S. That's exciting.
Yay!
For us that live in the U.S., obviously. Hopefully next year, the following year, I'm hoping to get to Canada sometime in the, I might have someone else getting to Canada, but, not me. So I will send her with gratitude and gifts, maybe. Hopefully no dead bodies. I don't think she's not that type anyway. So
neither are we. All right. Well, thank you for having us. It was loads of fun.
Absolutely. And thank you, friends, for joining us for another episode. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Crazy Women Country, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to click the subscribe button for new interviews weekly. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Crazy Women Country, where women's voices matter.